Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and this morning, I know, it's crazy I didn't say tonight. You guys thought I was going to say tonight because I always say tonight, but it's actually 4 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this. I just got done playing this video for you, or playing this game, and you know, it brings me to my favorite thing in the world. Do you know what my very favorite thing in the world is? No, it's not USS Iowa, despite its absolute stunning glory. And one of the few times that I've actually just changed my skin up on this thing from the Stars and Stripes, because this Halloween skin, finally, the Charmer skin with that red was horrendous. I think we can all agree. That red and garbage yellow, and then the just did not work for me. This white though, she looking sleek, all right, elegant, which is what she deserves, because, you know, Iowa. But no. My very favorite thing in the world, I have a tendency, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, I have a tendency to start talking about something and then just completely stop talking about that and get sidetracked. We're not going to do that here, right? We're going to keep going on track. But anyway, back to my favorite thing in the world. And that is, when you're in a crunch and you need a video for your YouTube channel, and you log on to play your favorite game, and you go in, you take your first ship into battle, and BAM! You got your video. That is my favorite thing in the world. And right now, I can read your minds. Right now, you're going, well, Martin, that's kind of sad. If that's your favorite thing in the world, then what the f*** is wrong with you? That's a very valid point. But I promise you, it is actually my favorite thing in the world. But, as you guys know, I'm on a bit of a time crunch. What you don't know is yesterday I ended up getting stuck in traffic for a couple hours because of a massive fiery crash on I-70 going towards Columbus, which was tragically, you know, at least 3 people passed away from. It involved 5 separate vehicles, including a charter bus full of high school students and chaperones heading to a conference. But I got stuck in traffic with that, taking my dad up to a doctor's appointment in Columbus at OSU Wexner Medical Center because he was going to have an endoscopy. Endoscopy. That's the word. But we are back. We're home. I did miss my workout, unfortunately, yesterday, so that means tonight's workout's going to be a double workout, which means don't forget, guys, if you're seeing this video, my stream is about to kick off in the near future because I have to get my stream in before I go to my workout. So keep an eye out. It will be a little bit sooner than 3 p.m. today, so roughly 2 hours from this video, because this video should post at noon, and I will be trying to go live by about 2 p.m. So keep that in mind. Anyway, now that we got all the formalities out of the way, can we just applaud that Fiji for his, you know, cojones, and not to mention his awareness that, hey, if you're sailing broadside and battleship shoot at you, all you gotta do is slow down, turn in, you avoid it. Also, hello, Champagne. Now, unfortunately, this Champagne has decided he wants to turn in and avoid most of my shells as well, which is unfortunate because I was looking forward to clapping his cheeks as he was completely broadside and begging for it. And we all know that if a Champagne gets caught broadside, it gets sent to the bottom. Now, pay attention to the minimap. Now, this is something I'm trying to beat into your guys' head because a lot of people still don't do it. So pay attention to your minimap. Look at where my rear turret is located. Look at the little turd blossom that's behind me. Notice I'm not currently detected. Champagne is 13.2 kilometers. I could shoot at this guy right now, or I'm spotted by, hello, how are you doing, Fiji? Now, I may have applauded you earlier, but right now you're just being greedy. And you've already used your smoke screen to protect your battleships early. So, yeah, that unfortunately for you gets you clapped. So, yeah, we go ahead and reach out, touch him, and we fire the front gun as well that we had in position, and we slap him again. Unfortunately, he started reversing, and we only get 3 overpins, but that still leaves him with no hit points, and he will soon be taken out of the fight. Now, that's when we see the new German battle something. I don't know if it's a battleship, battle cruiser. It's got torpedoes. They hit like a Mack truck, as we'll demonstrate in the near future. And this thing is just sitting out here with all the guns and all the broadside that you could ever ask for. Now, what is the one thing that I've said over and over again? Spartan, you say a lot of things over and over again. I understand. But one of the things I've said over and over again is that people should not be given the opportunity to play high-tier ships. I don't care what Wargaming wants to mask it. Oh, we're testing it before release. How much data are you actually going to get? How much usable data are you going to get on a ship when literally everybody that takes the ship into battle has no clue what they're doing and just sits broadside and gets their cheeks clapped? How much usable data are you actually getting there? These are the questions that reasonable people ask. Now, we take a shot at the Amagi. We get some good penetrations as plunging fire hits the superstructure for a few penetration or overpens. But we know that the enemy champagne is off our bow. Now, a lot of people tell me all the time, Martin, the Iowa class cannot brawl. The Iowa class is no good in an up-close and personal scenario. And by that, I feel personally attacked because I humbly disagree. As we take, what was that, over 12,000 damage off the man by shooting a superstructure. Tell me again how the Iowa class can't brawl, but Spartan, look, you're a 900-foot-long ship, you're broadside to a guy who's going to clap you. Yes, he does in fact get a citadel for 12,000. However, you're also wondering, right now, this champagne has no defense for what's coming. 9 16-inch, 50 caliber, super heavy, armor-piercing American shells clapping his cheeky cheeks. Alright? Hey, no, this ship can't brawl. It's you can't brawl. Learn how to do it. Now, obviously, you gotta use your head in those situations. He only has one gun at the front. We know he's gonna hit us hard, right? We expect that. But realistically, even if the man triple citadels us with that front gun, that is 36,000 hit points, right? That is worst case scenario. It's not likely to happen, especially considering the Iowa citadel is slightly below the waterline. So he has to aim really low in order to get those lucky shots into the citadel at that range, right? Or I have to be turning towards him, raising that citadel out of the water. Now here we have the I don't know if you want to call this the Anhalt, the Anhalt, the Anhalt. Let me know what you guys call this thing, because I'm going to call it the Annihilation. And that's not for the enemy. That's for him. He's getting annihilated. There's nothing he can do here. He has no idea what the f he's doing. He is fully broadside in front of my American guns. I have 6 of them pointed in his direction currently. And these 16-inch, 50 caliber, super heavy American armor-piercing shells are going to make easy work out of this broadside German whatever the f it is. I know a lot of people are like, Spartan, when are you going to play this ship? And that is after it releases, because I'm not spending 2,000 gold on a ship that I get for 7 days. Keep that in mind. I think it's 2,000 gold. I'm assuming it's 2,000 gold. That's what it was the last time. Keep that in mind. You are paying 500 gold less to rent a ship for 7 days than you would pay to unlock an entire 100 milestone campaign with Admiralty backing. And you get a ship on top of that when you finish it. But look at these shots. This just goes down to experience, folks. It just does. Knowing where to aim, and obviously it helps when your enemy is a complete numpty. I mean, I don't know who this guy is, and I apologize if you're watching and you think that I'm being overly critical, but come on, my guy. How long have you been playing this game that you haven't figured out that you need to not be completely broadside? But here, well done by him. I actually knew these torpedoes were coming, right? I'm like, okay, I know he's got a torp. I'm going to try to avoid it. He actually, surprisingly, put the torpedo in the right place, and we took it, and you saw, it's nasty. But unfortunately, it doesn't matter, and even more unfortunately, the Zeton that has done absolutely nothing has managed to steal our kill from us. I know, it's annoying. But we're at 131,000 damage, we can't really complain. And now we've got to look at a hood here, and I'm not going to lie, I'm salivating a little bit, because we know that we overmatched hood. Now watch right before I shot that shot. Did you notice that he started to turn in? So as soon as we fire that shot, we already missed. That is one of those times where you just need to be patient, pay attention, give the opponent a chance to do what they're going to do. If you just rush the shots, a lot of your shots are just going to miss because the enemy's already making a move before you've pulled the trigger. And then you wonder why shells fall short or shells go long or shells are nowhere near your target, and it's simply because they're maneuvering their ship. So Little more word of advice from me, don't always just fire your guns immediately when given the opportunity. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of opportunities out there where you want to hit those clutch shots. Now, pay attention to the next one. If you're looking on the minimap, we've got a favorable angle against the enemy Amagi. So I'm thinking, okay, well, we're not going to citadel him at this kind of an angle or anything. He is angled away from us. So what we're going to try to do is just land as many shells on target as possible. I know that that hood is not going anywhere, right? Like, we are pretty much just as fast as he is, maybe even faster. Technically, this is the fastest battleship ever built, so there's that. But we take a shot at the Amagi because we know that we can steal a little bit of health off of him and hopefully help our teammates. And we do manage to get over 7,000 damage, maybe closer to 8,000 damage, because one was 6,400 and the other was like 1,700. So, a little bit of everything, right? A little bit of Monica in the sun. Okay. If you guys are old enough to know what I'm talking about with that song, congrats. Some of us grew up in the 90s and early 2000s. It's a thing. But look at this. I mean, Iowa. Why? Why are you so good? Just dropping all the bombs. 6 shells, downrange 17 kilometers, dropping 5 of them through the superstructure. I mean, you can't ask for much better than that. Am I right? Now here, obviously, I don't want to kill the hood right now because look at the score. I want to farm more damage. And these guys are in my range. So, Nagato is full broadside right now. I am salivating. I'm like, I'm going to neuter this man. Unfortunately, he does speed up and turn out just as we get this shot off. So, we're going to not get the kind of damage I was hoping for. We get 2 overpins for 2,882 damage. Remember, overpin damage generally, some of it gets changed depending, but majority of the time, your overpin damage is 10% of your maximum AP shell damage. Meaning, with a AP shell maximum damage of 14,410, you're going to usually end up doing 1,410 damage. There you go. The more you know. Or, you know, somewhere in that neighborhood. Actually, it's probably 1401, isn't it? It's 1,401. Am I wrong? I don't know. Y'all can do the math, I'm sure. But we do manage to get the Pitadel on the stern tanking running away hood. Because reasons. You know, you can't get that while he had all of his hit points. That would be crazy. But we somehow managed to get it after he has lost all of his hit points. But this game is over. Nagato, unfortunately, manages to get himself yeeted by the Richelieu or the Richelieu. Anyway, we are moving into a central location. Game's over. Enemy loses because of points. The destroyer, God only knows where he's at. But we end up finishing the game. I mean, you already know how this goes. What'd we do? 160,000 damage here. This was the first game that I played tonight. Yeah, 157,000 damage, high caliber, top of the leaderboard, 2,458 base XP with 2 kills. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you still think, like I do, that the Iowa is just the top tier of battleships at tier 7? Yes, I still love my Kansas, but there's just something about the Iowa. It's got everything. It's got speed. It's got tankiness. It's got the absolute best looking design on the planet, bar none. And it's got the raw power of American armor piercing that always seems to find its mark when you need it. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.